Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. Let's talk about that Adi Shankar Power Rangers series he's planning to make. Yes, that's right. Adi Shankar, I think I'm saying his name right. He is the one that did that short film, that very R-rated, gritty Power Rangers short film that's you may or may not have liked. But in any case, he's bringing that same type of grittiness, that same dark feeling to it. I'm not sure if we're on the same story, but he's bringing that into a Netflix series. Now, if you know Netflix is actually very good, very respectful to the independent films, independent directors, independent series. They're very not lackadaisical, but very accommodating. They don't try to tell you what to do. They let you have free reign of your projects, as that's what I've heard from directors, from all these directors' interviews of different movies like Spectre and even some of the comedies. And things like that. And it like the Adam Sandler's TV series, movies, and mini series, things like that. They have more freedom of control, and that's what Netflix can bring to that. And a lot of people have Netflix. I have Netflix. I'm sure a lot of you all have Netflix. It's very inexpensive to watch a lot of TV shows and movies. In fact, it actually takes place of cable for me in that respect. So I can see a lot of potential with in terms of networking a Power Ranger series out of. The Power Ranger series is on Netflix. You know, they have from the Mighty Morphin to from Zeo, Turbo, all of them. It's all on Netflix. All the way up to Dino Charge and Super Dino Charge, so you can go ahead and watch that. But the way he's putting out is he's having a new type of Power Ranger series, a darker one, darker than any other Power Ranger series. And you can see where his vision is by watching that short film that he did a couple years back. And I'm going to give you my take on that short film. At first, when I watched it, it was dark, yes, and I was taken aback by the type of violence that it included. I felt bad for like the characters that died, even though they weren't played by the original cast, but just knowing that's the character you knew from Mighty Morphin, to go out like that is kind of sad. But after a while, I started to like it. That's right. I started to like it for what it was. It was a Elseworlds version of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. It was another take on it. And if you've watched my channel, I usually kind of grimace from the beginning, but start to like something at the end. And I've said this before: I adapt easily. I adapt to change, and I respect the material that comes out, because it's a parody, not really parody, but it's respecting the past, but embracing the future in a way of another way to tell the same story to grab another set of audience. And if you don't like that, you still have the original material to go back to that you fully love and cared about. So in that respect, I really did like the new Power Rangers, a short film that he did. Although I really thought he should have changed Rita, but anyway. But it was a different take. It was a good story actually, and it had a twist at the end that I really enjoyed. And I actually don't mind to see more of that. I really don't, because it's going to be on Netflix. Yes, it's going to be a darker series, and I like how he says it's going to be a linear series. So it's going to be like a giant movie chopped up into episodes, which is from not like before where it's a monster a day episode, right? And we live in a modern TV show where a lot of TV series right now are that. They're a giant epic telling story. There could be some with a monster a day, but for the most part, a lot of these like 24 and all these other popular TV shows are a giant movie and chopped up to in a series. So it has a beginning and an end, and a whole arcing story to go through, and that's fine. I think that will be a welcome change to the Power Rangers series, and it will be a different type of Power Rangers series. But I think adding more to the multimedia of it to make it create more of a franchise of Power Rangers. We don't have to be stuck with one type of brand going out. For example, it's like DC. We got the DCU movies, you got the DC animated movies, we got some Teen Titans, we got Teen Titans Go. It's a different types of media of the same, using the same material. Even for Marvel, Ultimate Spider-Man, we got the Avengers, we got those Avenger movies, we got Black Panther. It's all so, and they're all different in the way they're not even coherently tied together. Or even for Marvel, an example. Yes, you got the Marvel Universe, Cinematic Universe, which is the lighter tone, and then you got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then you got this dark, really dark and gritty series with Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and those type of that exist within the same universe. Yes, but the tone is so different, but it's a welcoming different because you're able to watch that material that you like in a different type of avenue. Now, this is all just speculative if that this series will ever come to fruition, because Adi Shankar had problems with his directed Joseph Kim short film with Saban, and they had some, I think they went through some kind of court and something. I don't know what exactly happened, but ultimately it didn't get pulled down, okay, from YouTube. It didn't get pulled down. You can still watch it today. But whether he can able to bring that to Netflix with no scrutiny, that would be a thing that we will see. So it might not even come up, but if it does, I'd welcome it. I mean, I would. And kind of like my friend who's a huge Batman fan, Scott Casada. He's a huge Batman fan, and I like how he portrays it. He has issues with some films and things like that, but he's willing to say, just like me, who I love Batman too, that even though the Joel Schumacher Batmans were kind of weird, corny, but we kind of appreciated it for what it was, and we don't make like it doesn't exist. This is what I'm trying to say. We appreciate it for what it is. It might not be our cup of tea at the time or ever, but we appreciate it for what it is, and then we can find things to enjoy from it. And that's what I want to talk about with Adi Shankar's Power Rangers series. I am looking forward to it. Whether it gets off the ground or not, he's still working on the Castlevania, so we'll still be a long way ahead. But I like what he says, where it's Power Ranger meets Dragon Ball Z, linear type. That's all great and good. Let's see something, Anyway, but that's it. What do you guys think about that certain bit of news, Netflix series? And comment down below and let me know what you think. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.